Welcome to my Live Your Dream Life podcast. We have a very special guest today. So happy to have you, Sabrina Rose.
Thank you for having me.
Please introduce yourself and let us know what you do.
I am Sabrina Rose, and I am an artist. I sing, I produce, I'm a classical pianist. I make music videos for my music, and I absolutely love that. I also bake. I have a cake company called Eat Flowers. And I grow edible flowers in my garden and decorate my cakes with the flowers, as well as 24 karat edible gold. And what else do I do? Oh, I make oils. I make hydrosols. I distill the flowers that I grow, and I make hydrosols, which is basically oily water, and it has a concentrated amount of the flowers in it, and it's really good for your skin.
That is so special. I feel like when I first met you, I didn't realize you did all of these things, but I did notice that your last name is Rose, and I think it's just celestial that you work with nature and flowers in almost like everything you do, your aesthetic. Tell me about your aesthetic.
Well, I love flowers. I think we got that by now. I absolutely love flowers so much, and I like to eat them. That is also part of my aesthetic. Eating flowers on camera. I like pastels, lace, glitter. I like to think also that, or I know that also part of my aesthetic is elegantly scandalous. We like to dress sexy, but also elegantly.
Oh my goodness. That is so special. Okay, tell me about your garden now, because we were out there picking these edible flowers for this cake that we actually made together. You're going to have to watch the video.
Yes.
So tell me about, what's growing right now, and like, because so many people want to grow their own garden. So what are your tips for people that want to start their own edible garden?
Definitely you got to treat the soil first. So you got to make sure you have good soil in there. No Miracle Grow from Home Depot. Throw it away. Literally just buy it and throw it away, because nobody needs that. We like Fox Farms or something good like that. And I make a good compost in the corner of my yard. I throw everything in there except for meat, because meat can make maggots happen, and then that's a whole thing.
Gross.
Yeah. So we do that. Throw some earthworms in there, because if you just throw like compost food in a pile, nothing happens. And I learned that from another friend, because she made fun of me because that's what my compost was at one point. But anyway, do that. Put the compost in the soil, and then the soil's ready. Always start my seeds in a little container first, maybe a paper towel and some water, let it sprout, put it in a little planter, let it actually come out of the dirt, and then I put it in the ground. I live in Los Angeles, so it's really easy weather-wise to grow whatever I want. But I definitely do check my garden zone. You can Google it, check your garden zone, see where you're at, see what works for you, and make sure you know what temperature it should be when you plant the seeds that you're planting. And then you're good to go. You got to make sure everything is nice and watered. Right now I have nasturtiums, which once they start growing, they're like this fabulous flower type weed. I don't want to. It grows
so amazing,
very, very quickly.
Yeah, and we can just like kind of show. I don't know if you can see on the screen. This is the flower that you're talking about, and it's edible. And it's a little bit spicy.
It is a little bit spicy. It's really good. It's good for savory dishes. You can make sauces out of it, or you could just throw it in your salad, and it definitely gives it this like peppery spiciness.
Do you want to eat this flower on camera, because that's what you do?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. Demo. They're actually so good. And then this is nasturtium in a Coke.
Yes.
We'll see you later. But thank you so much for teaching us how to make our own edible gardens. I feel like that's such a sustainable, healthy, and beautiful way to live, to grow things that you can eat or even just like decorate your food with that have flavor and nutrition. Thank you so much. Okay, I want to talk about your music now.
Okay.
So what are the themes? Your music is so dreamy and beautiful. What are some of the themes that inspire you?
Ooh, well, I always love to say that I'm inspired to inspire. It really inspires me to inspire other people to be fully themselves. And my ethos is babe magic. And a magic babe is a babe using their powers for good all over the world and showing others that they can be just as bright as they want to be. And magic babes are smart, passionate, skillful, intelligent, creative. So I'm singing a lot about that kind of thing in my music and a lot about flowers in my garden and living my dreams and stuff like that. So it's really fun. And I call my music meta pop. So it kind of parallel to dream pop.
Yes, meta pop. I mean, I feel like you like really embody like angel fairy like on earth. I don't know, but like celestial. I just keep thinking celestial.
Definitely.
So.
Celestial,
Everyone,
ethereal.
yeah, you have to listen to Sabrina's music if you haven't. It's literally, I feel like it's like kind of life changing. It almost feels like spiritual. You know what I mean? So I love your music so much.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Yeah.
I love your music so much too.
Thank you. Well, we're gonna have to play some music together, maybe.
Yeah, we definitely
do a little bit of piano collaboration. Will you tell me more about how you got started? Because being an artist in Los Angeles, there's so many different ways to do it. But your journey, you are also a producer. So can you just tell us about how you got started in music?
Yes. So it started when I was very young. I started learning classical piano when I was 8. And then when I was about 10 years old, I joined a choir at school, a show choir, and we sang and danced. We learned choreography, and we competed all the time with other schools.
Amazing.
So I trained my voice every day, trained dancing every day, trained piano as much as I could. Fast forward to adult life, I had started going to a bunch of parties and singing over my friends while they play their DJ sets. So I wasn't being super serious about it, but I was loving performing. And then a friend asked me to perform at one of her parties. And
cool.
I was like, okay, yeah, definitely. But I can't just sing over a DJ again. So I made 3 songs about it. And one of them ended up being my first single, my first music video, Gold Drip. Gold Drip. Mm-hmm. But yeah, super grateful for that friend forever because like I would have not come up. Who knows what would have happened when those songs would have happened, if those songs would have happened. So that's pretty much how I started producing. In 2019, I think I was messing around with producing probably since like 2017 or something, but 2019 actually made a song. 2021 put out a music video for it, got it mixed and mastered, all professional. And now here we are today. Where I have a bunch of music out there and I'm making new music all the time.
So beautiful. Yeah, sometimes you just need that catalyst, someone to just give you that opportunity or that space to just like start. And look at you now.
I know.
Multiple singles, music videos, all so gorgeous. So, well, okay. The other thing that I found out that you do, I met you at a pool party. And that's when I found out you're also like a chef. You're like also a personal chef and a baker. Mm-hmm. How did you get into that?
I got into that when about 10 years ago. I wanted to eat healthier. I knew that there had to be a different way of eating that makes you feel really good all the time. So I dove really deep into healthy eating, and that was how my cakes were born. I didn't want to eat I didn't even like cake 10 years ago because I never found a cake that I liked and that was to my standards. So I actually became raw vegan, which means you don't eat any cooked food. It was just like a lot of plants. And I started making raw cakes at first, and that's like all
Wow.
avocado and honey and coconut butter, coconut oil, coconut sugar. And then in the past 2 years, I started baking, and it's all high quality organic ingredients, just like my raw cakes. And that's what got me into it. I really love clean eating, healthy eating, and so many people roll their eyes at me and they're not interested when they hear that my cakes are clean or vegan. Not real, they're not so vegan anymore, but what better way to teach people that you can eat healthy and it could actually be really dank. So I've definitely blown people's minds with my cake because they're so yummy, and like they have this like, ew, it's healthy.
Not only are they delicious, this is like my favorite cake, but the cakes that you make are my favorite cakes, but they're also beautiful. They're absolutely gorgeous. And so I think you are changing lives and changing people's minds out there about eating healthy.
Thanks.
And how just to be beautiful inside and out. So living in Los Angeles, you have a whole ass garden, everything, but like it's kind of hard to live here, right? Don't you feel like it's a little bit of a concrete jungle? What are all the other challenges living in LA? I feel like for me, like dating's hard, like getting around in the traffic's hard. Like what are some of the challenges that, you're going to find a way to like rise up against, or that you've like met?
I definitely get challenged by water. I feel like our tap water, yes, it is clean, but it's also not the best quality.
No.
So I definitely do a lot of research on water filters, what I can do to up my water quality, which will also up my quality of life, my baths, my showers, stuff like that. And I am lucky enough to work from home, so I don't have to go into traffic if I don't need to. And I was actually born here. So a lot of the challenges that I've like worked around them my entire life. So
amazing.
Yeah.
And so this podcast is called Live Your Dream Life. And so for living your dream life, like what would be for you, like I think water is a big part of it, like being somewhere, finding a way to have clean, abundant water. But what would that look like for you? Just so everybody knows and we can speak it in the world and manifest that.
Well, if I were to stay in LA, it would be hard to find, but I know there are places maybe in Topanga or something that have like wells. I think a well would be the easiest thing to find to like have my own source of water in Los Angeles. So
and it'd be really pretty to live there. Yeah. And then what else? What does your life look like for you? Like you're playing music. I feel like you're kind of living your dream life right now.
I'm pretty much definitely living my dream life. I have a gorgeous house. I painted it all pastel. My friends come and go and I see everyone. I have tubs in my yard. I have a sauna in my yard and a garden and a persimmon tree. Maybe anything that can make it more dreamy, or a thing that could make it more dreamy is moving away from the compacted neighborhoods and having like more
space,
grass, more room to play.
I love that. Yeah. Okay. Well, I do see that in your future, and thank you so much for coming on this podcast and just sharing your beautiful world with us.
Yeah, I love sharing, and I hope that everyone can be inspired to live their dream life.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Sabrina Rose, everybody. Yes. Check out her music, her cake company, her oils, her body healing oils, and we'll see you so soon. Can't wait for our collab.
Yes.